Hey, Mr. Parka here, wearing another shirt from Kuma Inc. If you guys are wondering, a pretty cool shirt again. And let me hop right into this update. First, I'm going to start out with the Blu-rays, and I will go down from there. First, we got Night of the Scarecrow from Olive Films. This is actually a really cool horror movie that was probably overlooked when it came out. It tends that Jeff Burr, as a director, as an entirety, was kind of an overlooked director. He also did the movie Texas Chainsaw Massacre 3, Leatherface, and I believe he did another one that's not coming to mind, but some sequels to some movies, I believe. But yeah, he's kind of an overlooked director, and this is actually a really cool movie. I haven't got a chance to watch the Blu-ray, but I'd recommend picking that up if you haven't seen it. The VHS was out of print for a very long time. The Vampire Lovers, which is a Hammer one released by Screen Factory. Again, I love a Hammer. I don't think I've seen this one before. I know that I've seen one of these. I think this falls into the Kalkenstein or Kalkenstein, I'm not going to be able to pronounce it, trilogy of films. It's Vampire Lovers. Then these aren't horror movies, a couple of them aren't, but oh well. Then we got a Crimewave, which is one of Sam Raimi's first movies. I have seen parts of this. Brian James and Paul Smith are in there right there, I believe. I'm sure Sam Raimi and Bruce Campbell makes a small appearance. And then we have Fortress, which is a Stuart Gordon movie, one of his most underrated movies, really awesome movie. This is Echo Bridge, really cheap, like $5 on Amazon if you're interested. But anyways, I'd just like you guys to know that I'm a big fan of this movie. Great cast, Tom Tolles, Jeffrey Combs, Lincoln Kilpatrick, Kurtwood Smith, Christopher Lambert, and the guy who plays Maddox. And well, he's Maddox in this. He's the bad guy from Commando. And then we have a Braveheart Steelbook. I saw this at Walmart. I didn't have the Blu-ray. Love this movie. Probably my favorite Mel Gibson movie. Probably my favorite war movie, period. Great movie. Maybe besides Dirty Dozen or something. But Braveheart is an amazing movie. And this, somebody had got me to kind of start reading the comics of these. So I figured, why not check it out. I know a lot of people don't like this. I'm a big fan of the director because Shaun of the Hot Fuzz. So it's Scott Pilgrim vs. the World. Saw the Steelbook there. It wasn't very expensive. So why not? These are pretty cool releases, you know, for like $12. And you know what? It wasn't a bad movie. I enjoyed it thoroughly. You know, it's not something typically I thought I would like, but I actually really did enjoy it. I'd probably recommend that movie. Now I'm going to take a little bit of time to talk about the 3 films by Dante Tomaselli that I picked up. I had not seen any of his work until I picked up these. I'll start with Desecration, which is his first film from Image. This is out of print, but this is a pretty weird, made in 1999. A very different movie, kind of similar to a bit maybe Italian horror for sure, with its kind of out there, not making all that much sense type deal stuff. Surreal, but I think that in this one, I'd recommend this movie because it kind of tackles your, it somehow gets down in there and gets to your inner childhood fears, if that makes sense. The simplest stuff, like, you almost think that he would have a scene where you're like checking under your bed for something, which in one of his movies, I think there actually is something with the under the bed, which is, speaking of, you know, my feet are dangling off here, but it's just that kind of, makes you feel not safe, a little creeped out, and actually a little scared. And that was his first film, which probably is his best film. And then his second film was Horror. This one's released by Elite. That one takes place during Christmas. This one takes place during Halloween. I believe during Halloween. But this one is similar to the other one. Has a lot of the same cast members in there. I don't know if you guys can see it. Hopefully you can see it. I know it's not that great of a light here. But anyways, the film Horror is similar again, and I like this one because it has, like, I don't want to give too much away. It's again very surreal, very weird. Strange things are happening. Haunting for sure. And there's this fat goat in there that's just kind of standing around. It's like everywhere. Obviously not really a goat. It is a goat, but it's not. It symbolizes other things. But it's just a really fat goat. And it's like peering everywhere and stuff like that. And there's a big horde. There's like a horde of zombies at the end. I'd recommend Horror as well. It's Desecration and Horror. And finally, he has another one coming out called Torture Chamber, which I'm looking forward to. But Satan's Playground. And this was actually my least favorite, and it's his newest. Has, again, a lot of the same cast in there. It's about the Jersey Devil, and also about some creepy old woman in the house, and the legend of the Jersey Devil. This one's from Anchor Bay. I wouldn't recommend this one. I thought that I know that his movies, you know, they don't necessarily have to be sensical, but when the characters do really insensical things, it just kind of gets annoying. If the insensical is a word, nonsensical things, it kind of gets annoying. Leaving the window down the entire thing for effect, you know, but I know the air and stuff like that, but it's like 10 degrees out here. There's a baby in there. So I don't know. I didn't really care for that one that much. And then we have a Body Melt from Scorpion, which I have the old DVD. I haven't seen this one in years. Big Melt fan. I remember this one being kind of cool, an Aussie movie, and I remember a lot of people melting. And not that many people, but some people melting, some taking some bad drugs, things like that. The Dreaming and Initiation. You know what? I don't know if I have these on anything else before, but they're both from Scorpion, one of the best companies out there. From them, Screen Factory, you know, Code Red, Synapse. Well, I don't know. Code Red is a great company, but you know, hit and miss. They do a lot of stuff I'm not interested in. These guys pretty much get everything. Then the United States version of Manborg. It's only $10. I have the UK DVD as well, but my review got taken down, obviously, for clips. But if you want to check it out, go to Mr. Parka's Horror on Facebook. You can watch it on there, and it's grainy, crappy quality version instead. But Manborg is really awesome. I would highly recommend Manborg. Entertaining stuff from Astron 6. Very funny sci-fi stuff. Then we have one from Code Red that includes Jocks and Classroom Teachers. It's a double feature, and this one of these has got frickin' Donald Gibb in it. That's Ogre from Revenge of the Nerds, and Ray Jackson from Bloodsport. Not your pale dick face. Love Donald Gibb. Then we have Shoot First, Die Later from Harrow. I did a review for this one. Check it out. It's a pretty good crime film. Never released before in the United States. It's getting a DVD and Blu-ray release shortly. And I bet there will be another box set too as well. And then we have this really crappy double feature I got for like $5 shipped. I kind of made a mistake. I'm not even sure if I wanted it. They Feed and Savage Spirit. You know, for how cheap they are, they do a nice display of how they are. You know, I would expect something much crummier. And then we have the Legend of Hillbilly Butcher. This is just a screener sent to me to review. I also reviewed this movie. Pretty decent backwoods throwback drive-in movie. Pretty cool, actually. More genuine than most, you would think. And speaking of drive-in, it's a drive-in collection with the Dungeon of the Dungeon of Harrow and Death by Invitation. These both I have not seen, 62 and 71. I'm loving this Vinegar Syndrome too. I've been picking up a lot of their stuff. New company, very promising. Invisible Scars from Echo Bridge with Tom Sizemore. This looks like something that, you know, would just get passed by a lot. But you know, it's not that bad. It's a pretty cool thriller, serial killer mystery with a slasher type deal at the end, and I was thoroughly entertained. I enjoyed the cop, and Tom Sizemore actually did a really good job. And we have DeathPenalty.com and DeathPenalty.com at the beginning. I'd really recommend DeathPenalty.com. It's pretty cool about people that can go on the internet and join a site and let 6 people and stuff, and then you get somebody killed you don't like, and you have an alibi, and people have to do certain parts of the crime. This comes to the sequel too that shows the it's a prequel, and it kind of shows the how DeathPenalty.com got started. Kind of fares more as a slasher. The first one I'd recommend. The second one's pretty decent. I mean, it's free. Both are entertaining. First one's really good. Then we have I forgot a Blu-ray here. Oops. We have the Maniac Remake Blu-ray. It's a German import. It is supposedly uncut on there. It's got, I haven't watched this, I'll be watching this tonight. Just got it today. It's got Elijah Wood, of course. And it's by the director of The Hills Have Eyes remake. So I am interested. At first I was thinking, Elijah Wood, screw that guy. He can't play Zito. That's crap. But then I heard some good things, and usually with remakes I keep my mouth shut if they look like crap, and I kind of forget they exist. Like if someone were to ask me, just for example, if somebody say, what do you think of the Carrie remake? I'm like, well, I don't know what that is. I don't know what that is because I think it looks like shit. I'm just gonna ignore it. Try not to give it publicity. I just want to get my own word right there. But you know, if something looks great to me, you know, I'm not gonna sit there and bitch about remakes anymore. I'm way past that. You know, I'm out of high school now. I don't want to say it as like an immature thing. I guess I just, you know, I'm over it. But that's the Maniac Remake. If you don't like it, don't see it, don't talk about it. I am interested in watching that one though. I've heard a lot of good things. Leaf Blower Massacre, which I purchased off the director. I just got this one today. It's a short, I guess. The title alone is definitely worth watching. You know, obviously a take on the Nail Gun Massacre. The killer even looks like him. And then we have we got some cheapy DVDs here. We have I passed those. The Germ Fangoria, Germ Z. Not a bad movie, actually. Really high action for a low-budget horror movie. Lots of running, lots of shooting, lots of zombie shooting. Not a bad movie at all. You kind of like the characters in that one. Last Caress, and this is actually a really damn cool movie. I also like the movie Black Aria by the director, but and this comes with Die 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 My Darling on there as well. I'd really recommend this, like kind of like new wave giallo type deal with really good gore and a great soundtrack. Great soundtrack. And then we have this. Cody Lee Harden years ago said this was a good movie. Pink Narcissus. Yeah, I don't know. This is just some weird, creepy. He said it was a crazy movie, but it's like a gay art film. I don't know. It's gonna be any good. I hope so. Maybe I'll never watch it. But anyways, I don't know. I'm interested in weird stuff regardless of anything that might put a lot of people off. I really don't care. It doesn't bother me. I'll watch anything as long as it's not somebody really getting killed. But then we have, weird art films like that don't bother me. But we have Macabre, which I heard was really good. I can't remember. Somebody posted this and said it had a bunch of violence in there. It's by the Moe brothers. But anyways, interested in watching this. Looks like a nice fun gore fest. What else we got? Ooh, we got Mutants, Nazis, and Zombies, the Desecration Collection. Secret of the Magic Mushrooms, Attack of the Troll Maggot, which is the one I really want to see. Teen 8 versus the Monster Nazi Apocalypse. So yeah, it's 3 movies on here. 250-minute runtime. Really want to see Troll Magnet. Hopefully these are coming in alright, because I'm not going to redo it. Then we have Mold, which I reviewed. Awesome frickin' movie. Entertaining throwback to the 80s movie with also a Melt movie. This is from Wild Eye. We have Dead Genesis. Not a bad movie at all, about a woman who has to go make a documentary about zombie fighters. I'd say check this one out. It's worth a look for sure. And then they're all going to start crumbling. Then we have Crawl, which is one of the bloody, disgusting selects. Have not seen this. Don't know much about it. What sold me was a dude getting his face smashed on the back. And plus I'm trying to get all those bloody, disgusting ones. Desert Sun. This one looked interesting. It's from Breaking Glass, so. The United States release, I have the Blu-ray of this, but this is the United States release DVD of Kill List. Heard a lot of good things. I still need to watch it. We have the US release of Vampire Girl or Frankenstein Girl. I have the UK edition, so why not? These are really cheap. And again, a great movie. I have the Blu-ray, but this was $1. Excision, amazing movie. If anyone hasn't seen it, check it out. Recommend that for $1. Well, I can not pass that up. And then we have some cheapies, Slaughter Creek. You know, some $1, $2 family video stuff deals here. Forget Me Not. And, you know, sometimes you got to buy 10 for 10 and you end up with some really bad ones, which hence is what happens when this happened, and I don't know why I have it. I can't believe I got it. I don't even want to show it. I'm embarrassed that I have it. I'm embarrassed that I have it. I Kissed a Vampire rock musical. It looks so garbage. I'm not going to ever watch this. Ever. I don't know what the hell I was thinking. It's just like, yeah, I need 10 more. And everyone's sitting there laughing at me like, yeah, right, you know you want to see it. I can't win. I can't win. Shouldn't even showed it. Airborne. Dead of Winter. The Tenant. Perfect Sense from IFC has Ewan McGregor in it, and it's the end of the world love story. How sweet. King of Devil's Island. I haven't watched this one. This looks interesting. The Assault. I don't know if this is like a poor man's assault on Precinct 13, so it looked pretty funny. I think it's not even rated R, was it? No, it's PG-13. The Road. And not the one with you know that guy, Viggo Mortensen. Robert Englund. Incubus. Also has William Forsythe in it, who I'm a big fan of. The Shrine. What else we got here? I still got more of this crap. Splintered. Breathless. Again, I didn't pay anything more than a couple bucks for these. Animal Room. This looked interesting. Old movie. This is unfaded. 1/3. Something's Weird is good. As well, I should have said, I meant. G-Man from Hell. This looked just too freaking weird. William Forsythe. That's freaking Robert Goulet as Satan. I don't know. I don't care it's not rated R, and it might be stupid. It's not like a selling point. For a horror movie or a really weird movie, usually rated R. Sometimes a big selling point. Wedding Slashers. Little Death. Requiem for the Damned. This is, I don't know if this is like an Edgar Allan Poe horror anthology. After Dusk They Come. This movie actually was one where I actually went back for it. I made sure I found this one in a video store. Because the back had all these monsters on it. And I was just like, oh yeah, I gotta watch that. And I still haven't watched it. American Maniacs. Director's Cut. What else we got? I got some doubles here. I just they're only a couple bucks a piece, and I had them before. I still have them sitting here. Just the doubles were so cheap that I couldn't pass it up. Tattoo of the Bullet Man. Peter Bizarre. Not a bad movie. Chop. Blood Pledge. Death of a Virgin. And A Horrible Way to Die. And that is the DVDs. Now it's time to go into VHS. There's not really anything special in the VHS. I bought them from a good dude. He's selling a bunch of them. It was like 10 for 15 or something stupid like that. So I ended up getting a bunch. Let's see what we got here. The Understudy, Graveyard Shift 2. Midnight Kiss. Yeah, nothing like special. No one's going to knock your socks off. You're going to be like, oh, I could find these in a Goodwill or something. And you would. 315 Moment of Truth, second copy. I love that cover art of that one. Fever Lake. Nothing special, but I didn't pay any special prices for them, so. This is Tale of the Vampire. I think that's my second copy of that one. Grave Secrets. This is a different movie called Grave Secrets. Now I have two movies called Grave Secrets. Let's see what we got here. It's a VHS copy of The Kingdom, which I heard is really freaking crazy. What else we got here? Let's see. Why do I keep ending up with this? Alright. Dark Places. This he threw in just to protect some tapes of Sealed Jurassic Park. I mean, who didn't have that tape back in the day? Second copy of Zombie High. What else we got here before I start getting into those? God damn. Dark Room. Make me go through these now. The Neighbor. Spectres. The Caller. I hate you all. Second copy of I Dismember Mama. I love that title. The movie's awful. The Runestone, which is really why I ended up buying all these, because I had to have the Runestone. And then what else we got here? Some Witchboard, The Possession, which is the third Witchboard movie. What do you got here? I already think I have Witchcraft. Witchcraft 2, 3. Alright, we got Witchcraft 2, 3, 4, and 6. Remember those movies as a kid? You'd walk in the video store and you'd always be like, stop at them and look because you knew they were going to have a bunch of nudity in them. That's right. But you can never rent them. Well, maybe. But anyways, thank you very much for watching. Right when I get up to turn this camera off, it's going to be like, so I'm going to fall off the bed. And it's going to be like 10 broken tapes. Hey guys, I'm going to tack this on the end of my update because I just got some today and I don't feel like waiting for the other. I might not have time later on. But the ABC's of Death Blu-ray. Have not watched this. Heard different things about it. Heard mixed things. Heard about, what is it, 12 are good, 12 suck ass.
or whatever. Like, some are good, some are bad, some are amazing. And then we got this one, which is bent shit, but Flesh Eaters from Outer Space, An Invasion of Flesh and Blood. Trauma double feature. Heard this is a good movie from my man Jorgen. Cybernator and Digital Prophet. These are only a couple bucks a piece. That one's actually a rattler. Tainted, Sucked the Vampire, Rockabilly Vampire. These were only like $2 a piece, I think, or something like that. And Action Maximus, War of Alien Dinosaurs. These were all from oldies.com. This also comes with, what is it, Star Worms 2. Anyways, those are the extra ones. But also, I'm going to take the time to, I really can't like review this one its own video because I include clips, and then like 3 months later when it's released in the United States it would get taken down and it'd be a big waste of my time. Not really a waste of my time anyways, but I want to take this time to talk about the Maniac remake a little bit. I did watch it last night. It's by Aja, or I'm going to mispronounce his name, but he's the guy who did High Tension with had great special effects, and I liked the movie until the very end. And the Hills Have Eyes remake, which is actually one of the better horror remakes. And I was truly 100% against this movie when I heard they were casting Elijah Wood. I was just thinking Elijah Wood as Frank Zito. I was like, that's realistic. But this movie really doesn't have him play the same Frank. He's a different Frank. Obviously not as big and hulking and scary as Frank. The movie, it's a point of view shot of Frank, actually. Throughout, Elijah Wood is a great actor regardless. I know some people don't like him. He's a great actor regardless. I just didn't think he was right for the role. And he pretty much nails it. He does a great job as a serial killer. He's kind of like a mix with Henry Lee Lucas, kind of his backstory, and Ed Gein, his backstory kind of mixes in there. They do a lot of shout-outs to the original. Like, at one point, he goes to meet a girl on a date. She says, I thought you were going to be a big, fat, greasy guy with long hair and bad acne. And I was like, yes! They even do a scene from the original, kind of like the original Case. They give it a shout-out, which is really awesome. And, of course, the scalping is all there. He's targeting more like high-class women and stuff like that, which is... You know, it's still really sleazy, and there's a lot of voyeurism, especially considering the fact it's a point-of-view shot, which is really kind of a unique way to tackle this movie, and I really, really enjoyed it. I thought that Elijah Wood did a great job. I thought the soundtrack was great. I thought the shots were great. I thought the lighting was great. I thought this was a very well-made professional movie that did not skimp out on the stuff that otherwise it would if it was a big Hollywood remake. You know, like they would just kind of go soft on it. It was not soft. It was not a soft movie. There was scalping, there was gore, there was sleaze, and there was some disturbing stuff in here, some really nasty stuff, especially with flashbacks from his mother. I'd really recommend it. I thought it was probably one of the best horror remakes, especially in recent time. I really enjoyed it. I thought Elijah Wood nailed it. I thought all the other acting was solid. I thought the deaths were cruel and mean. Shout out to, there's a little bit of the subway in there, stuff like that. They just do a lot of nasty, cruel stuff. Elijah Wood is, he restores antiques in this one, mannequins and stuff like that. And I thought that it was a good touch to it because it kind of took away from his, you know, big, like, masculine, strong side. And like, because Frank was kind of weird in the original. He's a photographer, you know, some people might look at it as, like, some sort of pansy thing for a man to do with his life. But this one, he obviously kind of a job that some manly men would look down upon, and I think that really adds to his kind of his character, and I think it really helps with the love interest in this one. And I just think that only seeing him in certain shots and seeing his hands and things like that, and especially the first death, is just very different and very creepy. Actually, the second one, I would say the second death, where he meets the person online. Like I said, this has all the stuff of a classic. I guess it has all the nasty bits in here as a remake, and you know, I really enjoyed this one. Sorry for the kids laughing. That's just not, my house isn't possessed with laughing demon children. But I'd really recommend this remake, and I would say that check it out. I really was kind of against it at first, and I heard a lot of people saying how good it was. I liked the director, the trailer looked decent, and you know, when push comes to shove, I know Elijah Wood might have not been the right man to play Frank Zito, but he's not the same Frank Zito, so he does his own interpretation. He does a great job, so I can't hate on him for that. That's what happens, you know, when you get no one could replace Joe Spinell, but he's a different character, and it works in this. And the ending is also reminiscent of the original, which I really dug and really liked. Great special effects. At some points I was like, there might be a little CGI, but you really can't tell all that much. But great stuff. Great stuff. Thank you very much for watching. Have a good one.